Good morning, everybody. It's Sarah Kim here. I'm just coming to you on the topic of Syria. Um, Briefly, I just wanted to touch bases because our president has actually asked the public to weigh in on what they think. Should the United States strike Syria? And we all have our opinions, and um, pretty much there have been we've been divided, as it seems the norm. Some people are for the attacks on Syria, and some others are against it. Well, I'm weighing in, and I just wanted to voice my opinion. Um, it is it is an atrocity to think about what the people over in Syria and other parts of the Middle East are going through. I mean, pretty much we live here and we live in safety for the most part, and we are secure. And the thought of your own government doing these things to you, using chemical weapons, which is weapons of mass destruction, on you, is also atrocious. It's inhumane. I can't even imagine. Um, that being said, you if we're talking about a man, this Assad person who is relentless and has shown himself to be the type of person that just doesn't take well to threats. I would have to say, first of all, that what our government wants to do and wants to accomplish, to me, would be of no consolation, would be of no, um, it wouldn't really bring about any positive change or results. What our president is proposing is that we send in we send in a limited amount of military support to teach this President Assad a lesson. The problem with that is this president, this man who runs this government, Syrian government, um, doesn't strike me as the type of person who takes threats. Um, so he doesn't take heed to threats. So by threatening him with military action is going to actually have a negative effect. That's my opinion. Um, being that being said, in itself, I would have to disagree with sending even troops in the air. I do understand that the president has decided that he will not use ground troops, um, but just the attack itself is just makes no sense to me, because unless you're going to strip this man of his power, unless you're going to do a an immediate regime change, unless you're going to secure the weapons of mass destruction, destroy them so he can't use them anymore, something to that effect, then it is pointless to strike this uh, country without that type of plan, because you're going to have nothing but adverse effects. The people of Syria are already suffering enough, and there's going to be casualties, civilian and as well as you know the military casualties, but civilians are going to become a casualty. Even more civilians who are already dying from these weapons of mass destruction that are being placed upon them on their own government. So, in a nutshell, this isn't about the United States being the world police, because as I see it, the United States is not trying to go this alone. Our president has actually asked for support from other countries. He's not trying to just go in and do this all, make the United States the superpower in the world police. He is asking for support. Unfortunately, not many people are agreeing with him, as is the American people. So, as an American, I am voicing my opinion, and I don't agree that we should go in and strike Syria. I believe there should be some type of diplomacy. Perhaps the Russian government, who, seems to be pretty tight with Syria, can sway him to some extent. They seem to have a close relationship. If that would do some good to let him see that, what he is doing is wrong, then that would be the best way. Because that the response that the Syrian president has given has been nothing less of retaliatory. It just seems as if he just plans to retaliate. He's not going to back down. If we attack him, he's made it plain and clear that it's not going to do any good. He will strike back. So what has that solved? Will we have stopped the president of Syria from attacking his own people? Will he have learned a lesson from the attacks? No. So unless it's going to do any good in that sense, I would have to say no attacks. Diplomacy would be the best thing. And then, if he continues to, you know, to pose a threat, then maybe choose that route. But everyone has to be on the same sheet of music. All the countries have to agree that that is the best route to go for a strike, and I don't see that happening. So again, my vote is no. Okay, love to see your video responses to this or your comments. You can post them below. Thanks for watching.